Fully working FT901DM here. Comes with, I'm pretty sure we've got the ATU for this, and we've got the speaker and mic, etc. But we had this tested the other day and it's working beautifully. So that is good news. The PowerStar DL2K dummy load and power range meter up to 2,500 watts. It's become a bit superfluous. We've got quite a few other bits and pieces. I just turned the power supply off then, that was clever. Certainly it is a great unit for the shack. Sitting in our mess here, we have a full as new Scorpion antenna with mounts and bits and pieces. I always bought this as a spare for mine, but to be honest, they just don't break down. So this here is one of the best antennas you can buy, and comes with capacity hat, bits and pieces, etc. So if you're considering high power or good gain in the mobile, this is certainly something to consider. And if your wife is having trouble getting the point across to you to come inside, a set of these could probably do a very, very good job. Unfortunately not for sale. Nothing would be complete without saying go the Crows. Alright, 2014 wasn't our best year. Go the Crows, 2017. And just to show you how completely wrong I was last night, this is a Cushcraft 10 metre antenna, 3-element 10 metre, brand new in the box. And I think I called that just a general HF vertical. Well, this is a HF vertical, not to be confused with my yesterday's interpretation. It's been sitting around for quite a while and needs a new home. So if you need a vertical that doesn't take up a lot of room and works a few HF bands, everything's in Japanese here. Good on them. Okay, so 7, 21, 28, I'll put my glasses on, and 50 megs. Okay, so there we go. 7, 21, 28, and 50 megs. So you're missing 14. So this would be more of an F-call antenna in regards to the 14 meg band. But from what I understand, quite a novel antenna, and they do a fairly good job. What I am concerned about is I think I've got the camera upside down now. So I'm going to turn it around the right way. Sorry about that. It's this is a 40 through to 10 meter rotatable dipole. There's a few other X510s, etc. And yeah, I mean, look, there's just loads of whips for 20, 40, and 80 sitting around as well. So I'll let you look at the videos and just see what you think. These are all the OptiBeams in these big boxes. We've got quite a few of those, but they're going to be going up in the air, so it doesn't really help you very much, I suppose. A lot of these units here have got bits and pieces. There's a actually, we've got the 480Rs, and that there is a 780R. Not sure if the 780R needs attention. I haven't had a chance to look at that one. But what is very rare is the VFO there for the 700 unit. And we've got some original handhelds in boxes which date back quite a long way. Vox controls for, as you'll see, the Vox 3 Vox control for what? One of these units here, I think. Loads of power meters for different bands. So those of you that are chasing a power meter, the top one here, this Welts, actually I was just speaking to someone yesterday, so you'll have to remind me, but this Welts power meter is certainly what you're looking for, 1.8 to 500, which would probably do the deal. And there's a, oh my goodness, a Daiwa. I need my glasses here. Of course, the old traditional Oscar block with its original card, etc. The Vicom VC2, that's and etc. And just scan your way across through some of this stuff. Some of this has been shown before, so I don't want to overdo this bit. Some people were asking for better close-ups of the 271, which I've gone onto the 1271 just to annoy you, but they're as clean as clean. This is the 471 that's clean. The 271A is in the box. We actually got 2 of these in the box, so please bear that in mind. If you're needing a 271, we can spare one of those out, no problems. Oh, that's just the power supply for another, I don't know how many. Oh, okay, this must be the other 271, if I've got that right. Yeah, okay, so that's the other 271 unit that's in the box as well. Going through, we're probably starting to revamp a little bit of old stuff here, so I'll stop the video again, because unless you need a VFO for a 101ZD Mark III or something, then that's pretty much it in that area, I think. So pause. Okay, so this is starting to look like Strictly Ham a little bit. No offense, Ross, I just mean that these boxes shouldn't be here. There's a signal link sitting there. There's a whole lot of brand new stuff in boxes, ballons in boxes, never been used, brackets, SP35s. I don't know how many SP35 speakers we've got, because this is certainly not all of them. Cloning cables, etc., etc. Valves, my God, loads of 4CX800s, loads of 350s, 250s, etc. I think they were down here a bit further. There's loads and loads more. I mean, this is a box of 6146 and some 12 BY7s, but underneath here is just more and more and more boxes of valves. I just want to be a bit careful here. This would be the same. She's never going to see that in the dark. No, not a chance. Sorry, I just, with these being valves, I need 2 hands and I'm sort of on a crutch. Anyone want an old phonograph? That's not an old phonograph. Yes, anyway. Obviously, we've got a few rotators lying around, because if the boxes are here, it's very possible that the rotators are sitting around somewhere in this place. As I said, with boxes, there is just, this is probably a good indicator of just exactly, you know, it's just as you look at the labelling of the boxes, you can ask me about, do you still haves? By the way, these chairs are dated at 1760. They're quite an old chair. It's a long story from a long time ago. There's a full FT102 lineup without a mark. It is probably the best 102 lineup, with full boxes for every possible thing. So not to be underestimated. It's boxed as in brand new. It's had all its relays done. So the people asking me about the IC7600, yes, it does have the original box. Here it is right there. So sorry, I had to answer. I'll have to check. So hopefully you look at this video. Anyway, we've got a few Kenwood SW200s and 2000s, etc. So with bits and pieces to go as well. So that's sort of the good news. As you can see, we're just sorting boxes out at the moment with MC10s, MC35s. We're just trying to work out what goes with what radios, so that we don't end up selling you a microphone and the poor guy who buys the radio doesn't get a microphone. So that's a little bit to be done. There's some more stuff hiding away in here in 101 series gear. This one here is not going to sell for a lot of money. Some idiot put a clock in it. I mean, who puts a clock inside? Anyway, people do what they do. There is another, sorry, just coming over here. There is another one of the KW Instruments units. Had to think about that then. And this amplifier, from memory, is a Luna. Yep, a Luna Electronics. And let me just see if I can get you a part number on that, because that probably will help us a lot more. Trying to remember if it's 6 or 2 meters. Sorry, this here should tell me if it can focus. Huh, jeez, focus. Right, focus. Right, 6 meter, 120 watt. Okay, it was easier to read it with my eyes than to try and go through all the hassles. Now, if you're a nurse and you're an amateur, this microphone, oh God, if I can get this rubbish out of the way, this microphone is for you. Someone was keen to put a nurse's watch on a perfectly good MC60 microphone, and I don't know, it's not something I'd do, but it didn't exactly turn me off as well. Under here there's a 2800 Yaesu rotator as well, so I'll need to just double check whether we've got the other half of that here. I'm a bit suspicious of that one. Got a few amplifiers here for sale. The Tokyo High Power HL37, which was good for probably 30, 40, 50 watts, and the little 2 meter digital, which was used a lot on handhelds, and sort of just giving you that little extra boost as you were driving along with your antenna clipped on the window. Well, just on the last point, guys, you can see all this gear's got to go, because above us here there's a mezzanine floor that's going to go in. So that mezzanine floor is going to go back to pretty much just before the hoist, another hoist in that far corner. All these racks you see here are going backwards. Everything that's black, if you see anything in black along this back wall here, it's gone, and it's going into one of our other sheds. So it's just to give you an idea what this is all about. It really is all about trying to make some room, and as much as it hurts me to get rid of some of the gear, as you can see, sort of we're just starting to get clean areas happening now, where we can finally find things. Only took 4.5 years, and things are starting to determine to be in clean areas now, and we can forward from there. So help me out, buy a few bits and pieces, and please remember, I'm looking for the bulk buyers. If it's something really special that you need, of course I'm going to talk to you. Please be patient. A lot of inquiries are already coming in, so I just need you guys just to understand just what level of inquiries are coming through the door. Okay, this is the last video, because I reckon this is number 4. So thank you very much for putting up with both my voice, my struggling around on a crutch trying to get from point A to point B with this broken foot of mine. And if you're not someone that's heard about my broken foot, please ring me. I'd love to tell you. It's my favourite whinging point. But anyway, okay, 73s from VK3 Charlie Mike in his enormous mess. Oh, and with lots of spare crutches if I break this one. 7.3s all the best.